All right, we are starting the Espresso Round with Joe and Jeremy from the Shlurp Podcast. If you haven't listened to it already, you should listen to our full episode interview with them. That's right. Let's get excited. The Espresso Round is presented by Roastery Coffee Packaging. They have just been such incredible supporters of this show. And if you haven't seen it yet, we have a coffee people. Roast West Coast has a coffee out in a Roastery bag right now. So check
Let's
that
go.
out in the links. Jeremy and Joe, are you ready for the espresso round? They're
Absolutely.
totally arbitrary. Yeah, they're
Let's do
arbitrary
it.
question and answers
It's our favorite part.
that serve no real purpose. You guys did an episode about Big Face Coffee. I am a huge Jimmy Butler, the person fan.
Absolutely.
Huge fan of him as an athlete as well, but more, I think, the person that he is, because he just seems like a really interesting person that is true to himself. So taking him out of the equation, can celebrity coffee be good coffee?
Yeah. They have the resources, don't they?
It can if you know what you're doing. Jimmy Butler's the only one who I've seen that does a good job. And that's like from my honest opinion. I think Emma Chamberlain's the closest, but knowing her process even then, like, it's not good.
Yeah. No to Chamberlain. Sorry.
It's possible. That's the answer. That's my final answer.
It is possible.
You should come to us and we'll help you build a coffee business. That's great.
Oh, there you go. You're not just podcasters, operations managers, content creators, you're consultants now.
I actually am a coffee consultant, just so we're putting it out there.
I keep learning new things. That's why we do this. Let's stick on that celebrity theme. If you could have a cup of coffee with one living celebrity, who would it be and why?
Ooh. That's hard. Keanu Reeves. I don't know why. It just came to my head. Right? It would just be fun. I love The Matrix. I love Keanu Reeves, and I feel like it would be a genuine conversation that he would I don't know, he would pour into me just as much as I pour into him. Puns intended.
Joe, have you ever listened to my show before?
No.
I asked that because I've asked maybe 100 people what their favorite Keanu Reeves movie is at the end of the show.
That's awesome.
No way.
And the correct answer is The Lake House with Sandra Bullock. Jeremy, how about you?
Yeah, I'm still thinking about Joe and Keanu Reeves pouring something into each other. I don't know what he's talking about, but I
knew he would say that. The second I said it, I was
my celebrity would be Andrew Garfield. Big Spider-Man fan, but also Tick Tick Boom made me bawl. And yeah, he just seems very deep and intentional. I also really liked Silence is what it's called, I think, with I forget the other actor's name. Big name.
And Adam Driver.
Yes, yeah. Great movie, very philosophical, and I really appreciate his interviews. So I would love to grab a coffee with him.
What makes for a good coworker?
I think you got to be a team player. You have to have some semblance of thinking about the other people you're working with, whether you're on shift with them or not. You know, someone's gonna come in after you. So how do you leave the bar after you're done? But also, how do you communicate? I think you just need to be willing to compromise on certain things with the people you're working with.
I think good multitasker, because they could still have conversations with you while working, while cleaning, while prepping. And then the second thing is consistency. I like to know, like, at least like when I go into work, like I want to be the same person I was, or the same energy. So, because it can get draining if you're a coworker that's not consistent in your behavior or like just your vibe. And so I know like it can be draining for me. And so I want to bring a consistent energy, regardless of how I'm feeling. I could be honest with them on how I'm feeling, but the energy is kind of consistent.
I'm trying to think of the best way to say this without offending anyone, but that's not really your vibe. So let's just offend people if we want to.
Offend away.
The most annoying thing about your co-host is what?
Oh man, I'm gonna hurt your feelings,
let me say this
Jeremy.
First. Joe doesn't appreciate my humor for what it is, and he devalues what I bring to the table in terms of pure comedic relief.
Okay. I think it's just how much he loves himself. It's crazy.
I was going to point out that Jeremy's was about himself and not about Joe, really.
Well, I can say something about Joe. Let's see. Let's see. Joe doesn't appreciate how attractive I am.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Let's flip it and reverse it. The thing that you appreciate most about your co-host.
Oh man. I could go. I feel like Jeremy is someone I've learned, even as a friend, when no one is watching, he is he will invest into you and he will care about you and he's very consistent as a friend. I think consistency is very important to me. So I think he's consistently showed up in my life.
Thanks, man. I think, let's see. There's a lot to say. I think Joe is very intentional and he knows when to have fun and when to be serious. And I don't think everyone really balances that well, but he's able to switch gears and really be a great listener if something does happen, and then also switch gears back to talking about Marvel for 30 minutes or something. And I think he's really intentional that way. He also loves his wife abundantly, and it's very clear. We joke that his Instagram's his wife's fan page. And so I think that's very sweet to see, and it's a kind of a sign of his character. So I definitely appreciate that about him.
I actually didn't share Joe's Instagram in the podcast notes because I felt a little uncomfortable putting that much attention on her.
Me
I wasn't
too.
sure how to do that.
Me too.
We're going to close out this Roast Our Espresso round with one last question, and it's your last chance to make an impression on this audience. What's your coffee hot take?
Ooh. I have lots, so it's hard to narrow it down. That's why I'm hesitant or slow to come up with one.
What hit you right in the gut when I asked?
I think I've been learning a lot about coffee industry as like a whole supply chain, and I think roasters charge too much for their I'm and basically I think coffee could be cheaper by the time it gets to cafes. And so yeah, I'm becoming a fan of people being empowered to roast their own coffee is kind of my thinking.
Mine's not as deep. I don't like cold brew.
You know why that's so offensive to me right now? I literally gave Joe a cup of coffee before we started. We're drinking the same cups, and it's a cold brew. And he says on air that he doesn't like cold brew. That hurts my feelings. That's crazy. As he's drinking away, my God, dude.
I knew it was a cold brew.
Oh my
Are you in the same building but in different rooms now that we're talking?
Yes.
Yeah.
I find that amazing because I think there's a good chance you might have come to blows if you hadn't been in different rooms.
Maybe.
Jeremy and Joe, thank you for surviving this espresso round. I certainly appreciate you. And if you're listening to this or watching this, if it ends up being on video somewhere, check out the Shlurp Podcast. I believe it's on every major platform, and you'll find links to it in this show's notes and in our newsletter and everywhere. And I'm excited to see how you grow. I look back at the first episodes I did, and I think, oh my God, I recorded that on Google Meet on my phone that I was holding up to the computer. And look at me now, I'm in a closet. So you guys could achieve the same type of success.
It's amazing. Aspirational.